Hi, dear ninth grade Ospreys and families. We hope you're all doing well during this interesting 2020 school year. We've so deeply appreciated the opportunity to get to know the ninth grade students in person so far this year. And we recognize that not all schools and families are able to experience this around the country and world. So we feel lucky to live in Durango and to be working and learning together at Animas High School. As a ninth grade team, we want to communicate with you about what students are doing in their classes, a minor Monday, Tuesday schedule change for our in-person learning days, some common questions regarding attendance and grading, our planning regarding any potential grade level quarantines. As always, feel free to communicate with us directly with any questions or thoughts. So first, let's have some class updates. In math class in the ninth grade, students have recently started their second unit, the cost of travel. Students are starting to tackle some real life problems as they explore their role in a rapidly changing world and answer the question, what's the best way to transport yourself around based on personal needs and individual and environmental costs? Students will be exploring a variety of mathematical topics as they answer this question, including basic finance, fixed and variable costs, dimensional analysis, and creating and interpreting graphs. Let's hear from Dave Farkas in biology. He says, vaccines work by mimicking disease agents and stimulating the immune system to build up a defense against them. Students are studying how different parts of the immune system respond to a vaccination and how that response protects the body from a specific disease in the future. In humanities, which I teach, students are continuing to unpack the mysteries of how our species has come to dominate the earth. Ask your student for their opinion on the infamous agricultural revolution as you enjoy your next dinner together. Our guide is the New York Times bestseller, Sapiens, by the esteemed Dr. Yuval Harari. On the horizon, students will soon be embarking on the 20% project, which helps students use 20% of their humanities time to combine their passions with serving the community in project-based fashion. Lastly, in digital arts, upon just finishing our first Photoshop project, Roxy writes, the letter portrait, we are now diving deeper into Photoshop skills through a variety of tutorials and mini projects. Ask your Osprey to show you JPEGs of their final products saved onto their Google Drives. And now a few words about our consolidated ninth grade schedule and a minor schedule change that we've implemented. So some students and families have requested a consolidated document with the ninth grade schedule and meeting links. While we had not created this previously due to virtual class security concerns, we believe that the need for clear communication outweighs these risks. And as teachers, we are committed to exercising vigilance with who we admit into our virtual classrooms. So check out the consolidated schedule with all the meeting links that is going to be linked in the document accompanying this video. Please refrain from sharing this document outside of AHS families. You will notice that we have slightly altered our in-person schedule on Mondays and Tuesdays in order to support students who need to leave school early to take the bus. So half of flock time now takes place at the end of the school day from 3:10 to 3:25, and classes are shifted earlier by 15 minutes. This only affects our in-person days on Mondays and Tuesdays. It does not affect drop-off or pickup times as well. So school still starts and ends at the same time. Let's talk a little bit about attendance. You may have noticed that as teachers, we are still getting used to the ways that we are needing to fit our hybrid schedule into a 5-day a week or 5-day per week in-person infinite campus model. So that's to say that in a normal school year, we would take attendance every single day in infinite campus. And now we're trying to figure out a way to account for our hybrid schedule, 2 days in person and then 2 days online. So as you've probably noticed, we have, as teachers, made some mistakes from time to time. Thank you for your patience as we try to figure everything out. Please continue to email us, or even better yet, have your Osprey do that if your student is marked absent when they in fact attended class. We'll look into the situation and rectify any attendance records as need be. Okay, so how to interpret attendance, and we're thinking about missed classes here. It can be challenging to understand what virtual class your student missed when only given the class period they missed. All class periods refer to the class period your child has a specific subject for in person on Monday and Tuesday. For example, if you are emailed that your child missed period 4 on Thursday and Friday, you'll want to check the schedule to see what class your child has in person on Monday and Tuesday during 4th period. That is the subject that your child missed on Thursday or Friday, whichever day it took place. Confusing? Yeah, just a little bit. But just know that you're always welcome to shoot us an email if you have questions about attendance, and if your student has missed a class, what class did they actually miss? We're here to help you interpret that data if you need to. Where students can find grades. Okay, we also want to share this with you in the spirit of where parents can find students' grades. All students up to date overall grades are in Infinite Campus as of Wednesday, November 4th. Unfortunately, some teachers have not been able to export individual assignment grades from Google Classroom to Infinite Campus. For this reason, Math 9 with Tori, this has been the class in the 9th grade with that issue. So while all Math 9 grades are in Google Classroom, and they have been, Tori is now putting each of those grades individually, very painstakingly, into Infinite Campus. And then from there on forward, that's going to be updated weekly. So all families have been invited as guardians to your students' Google Classroom, where they may also see individual assignments and completion and due dates and things like that. We also enthusiastically invite students to give their families a tour of the Google Classroom student portal. Moving forward, teachers will be inputting all grades into Infinite Campus in the spring semester. So please email any of us again with any individual questions regarding grading. Okay, so let's talk about the 9th grade plan that we have in place if we go into quarantine. So we are very aware of the rising numbers of COVID cases in La Plata County and the possibility that the 9th grade may be required to quarantine and transition to online learning. We're also aware that online classes are challenging to keep straight, and keeping as much consistency as possible is often helpful for students and their families. So with that in mind, in the event that we need to hold online classes on Mondays and Tuesdays this semester, our plan is to extend our current Thursday, Friday virtual class schedule to Monday, Tuesday. So what happens on Thursday, Friday, in terms of which classes and when to attend them and the times, that would be the same on Mondays and Tuesdays. So in other words, students would meet in their humanities and digital arts classes on Mondays and Thursday mornings, and biology and math classes on Tuesday and Friday mornings, with afternoons being reserved for office hours for students who have individual questions, who need more one-on-one time and attention with a teacher. So world language, and yeah, there would be world language and work time as well for those morning classes. So we have this detailed on the document accompanying this video. See the second page of that 9th grade schedule that's linked, and you'll see this information. So classes would still use the same Google Meet and Zoom codes that they do for their current Thursday and Friday virtual classes. And an email describing this would be sent out to students and families in such an event. So don't feel like you need to commit this to memory. If we do go into a quarantine, we will be sure to send out an email to remind you of all this information. Any spring semester changes would be communicated in advance to families as well, just in case for some reason we move to a completely online format. Let's hope that doesn't happen. But if we did, we would make sure to communicate all of this to you through email as well. So we're super thankful to be able to spend time with your students, your children, your little ospreys, And we love being able to do this in person. Um, to the extent that we've been able to do it this year is fantastic. And it feels like it's made a huge difference, not only in students' lives, but in teachers' lives as well. So we appreciate your support. As students spend significant time working from home, we know that's a challenge and an adjustment that's not easy for all families. We're very committed to your students' mental and emotional health this year, as much, if not more, than their academic growth. And we just want to thank you for your patience as we navigate these truly uncharted waters and brainstorm ways to support students of all abilities on all levels. So again, please feel free to reach out to any of us on the ninth grade team with any questions or concerns. We truly do love working with your students, and we also love working with our families and our parents, and we're always open to input and feedback and ways that we can refine the program that we're ushering out this year. So on behalf of the ninth grade team, this is Stephen Sellers saying thank you so much for being here. Hope you all have a good rest of your day. Go Ospreys.